Former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort and his longtime business partner Rick Gates have been charged in a 12-count indictment with conspiracy to launder money, making false statements and other charges stemming from probes into possible Russian influence in U.S. political affairs. The indictment, unsealed Monday, marked the first criminal allegations to come from Special Counsel Robert S. Mueller III's investigation into possible coordination between the Trump campaign and Russia to influence the 2016 election. The two men are expected to make their first court appearance before U.S. Magistrate Judge Deborah A. Robinson at 130 p.m. The charges did not reference the Trump campaign. Instead, they focused on Manafort's and Gates's work advising a Russia-friendly political party in Ukraine. The special counsel alleged that for nearly a decade, the two men laundered money through scores of U.S. and foreign corporations, partnerships and bank accounts, and gave false statements to the Justice Department and others when asked about their work on behalf of a foreign entity. Former campaign manager for President Trump, Paul Manafort, entered an FBI field office in Washington, D.C., on October 30, following reports that he plans to turn himself in for charges stemming from an investigation into possible Russian meddling in the 2016 U.S. presidential election. Reuters. All told, more than $75 million flowed through offshore accounts, the special counsel alleged. Manafort, the special counsel said, laundered more than $18 million, using his wealth acquired overseas to enjoy a lavish lifestyle in the United States, purchasing multi-million-dollar properties and paying for home renovation. Gates did not respond to a request for comment, nor did Jason Maloney, a spokesman for Manafort. Manafort was spotted walking into the FBI's Washington field office Monday morning. In back-to-back tweets, Trump tried to distance his campaign from the charges. Sorry, but this is years ago, before Paul Manafort was part of the Trump campaign. But why aren't crooked Hillary and the Dems the focus? He wrote. Also, there is no collusion, he said in a follow-up tweet. Washington, especially those in political and media circles, had been anxiously anticipating the charges since CNN reported Friday night that a grand jury had approved the first charges in Mueller's investigation. Spokespeople for Mueller and the Justice Department declined to comment over the weekend. A Justice Department spokeswoman declined to comment Monday, and a spokesman for the special counsel's office did not return messages seeking comment. According to the indictment, Manafort and Gates arranged to hire two Washington-based lobbying firms to work on behalf of their Ukrainian clients, arranging meetings with U.S. officials and boosting their public image in the United States. Prosecutors say, however, that Manafort and Gates arranged for a Brussels-based nonprofit to nominally hire the companies to hide the fact that their work was for Ukrainian government officials and would otherwise require registration under the Foreign Agents Registration Act. In fact, prosecutors allege, Manafort was communicating directly with then Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych about the effort, promising in 2012 to provide him weekly updates about the effort. To further obscure Ukrainian involvement in the lobbying effort, prosecutors say payments to the Washington firms were routed through obscure offshore companies. Prosecutors say that when the Department of Justice approached Manafort and Gates in 2016 and 2017 about whether they should have registered as foreign agents for the work, they responded with false and misleading letters, indicating they had not directed the lobbying effort and asserting they did not hold records reflecting their work, even though later searches showed they did. According to the indictment, Manafort and Gates also were accused of willfully and intentionally trying to hide monies kept in foreign bank accounts, Manafort from 2011 to 2014 and Gates from 2012 to 2014. And Manafort was accused of filing fraudulent tax returns, stating on tax forms he filed from 2008 to 2014 that he controlled no foreign bank accounts. The men made tens of millions of dollars for themselves, the special counsel alleged. From 2008 to 2014, according to the indictment, Manafort arranged to wire $12 million from offshore accounts to pay for personal expenses, including $5 million to a home renovation contractor in the Hamptons, more than $1.3 million to a home entertainment and lighting vendor based in Florida, $934,000 to an antique rug dealer in Alexandria, and $849,000 to a men's clothier in New York. While the men were set to first appear before a magistrate judge, as is normal, the case was assigned to U.S. District Judge Amy Berman Jackson, 63, a 2011 Barack Obama appointee. Jackson worked as federal prosecutor in the district after graduating from